Welcome to this video on the Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia, a lesser-known but incredibly important chapter in the history of indigenous resistance. In this video, we'll explore the history of this kingdom, its founding by a French adventurer, and its significance in the struggle for indigenous sovereignty in South America. The Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia was founded in 1860 by a French adventurer named Orélie-Antoine de Townens. After traveling to South America, de Townens became fascinated with the indigenous Mapuche people, who had been fiercely resisting Spanish colonization for centuries. He was especially impressed by their tenacity and their fierce resistance to colonization. De Townens saw an opportunity to create a sovereign state for the Mapuche people, and he set about establishing the Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia. He managed to gain the support of several Mapuche leaders, and in 1860 he declared himself king of the new kingdom. The Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia was significant for several reasons. First, it represented a powerful assertion of indigenous sovereignty in the face of European colonization. At a time when indigenous people across the Americas were being displaced, massacred, and forced onto reservations, the Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia was a beacon of hope. Second, the kingdom represented a challenge to the colonial powers that had long dominated South America. De Townens hoped to establish diplomatic relations with France and other European powers, and he saw the Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia as a potential ally in the struggle against colonialism. Third, the kingdom was an inspiration to indigenous people across South America and beyond. Many indigenous leaders saw de Townens as a hero, and they looked to the Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia as a model for indigenous resistance. Sadly, the Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia did not last long. De Townens was eventually captured by the Chilean government and sentenced to life in prison. The kingdom was dissolved, and its people were once again subject to colonial rule. However, the legacy of the Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia lives on. Today, the Mapuche people continue to struggle for their rights and their sovereignty. The Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia remains a symbol of indigenous resistance, and its story is an inspiration to all those who fight for justice and freedom. In conclusion, the Kingdom of Araucanía and Patagonia was a fascinating and important chapter in the history of indigenous resistance. Its founder, Orélie-Antoine de Townens, was a visionary who saw the potential for indigenous sovereignty in the face of European colonialism. While the kingdom was short-lived, its legacy lives on today in the struggles of indigenous people across the Americas and beyond.